Ba-da-dum. Howdy, welcome to BanjoBenClark.com. This is your favorite, it is, trust me, your favorite online home for learning how to play music. Okay, I teach banjo, mandolin, guitar. This week we're learning the mandolin solo to what you just heard, Under the Double Eagle. A friend of mine told me that Roy Clark recorded this one time, and he called it Watch Out Below, which is kind of fitting. If you're watching this on Facebook or YouTube, here in a little while I'll ask you to go over to my website, BanjoBenClark.com, where you can become a Gold Pick member, watch hundreds of videos. I put out videos like this every week. And not only do I do videos, but I also have the tab, both PDF and TEF file formats, exactly as I played it in the performance. So you can go there and grab the mandolin tab for Under the Double Eagle, and I'm about to teach you note for note how to play that. Also over there on the site, I have a slow version where I play it all the way through from start to finish. And then I also have 4 different speeds of guitar rhythm tracks so you can practice along and become the best picker you can be. Let's dive into this old tune, Under the Double Eagle. Under the Double Eagle on mandolin. This song is in the key of C. Traditional versions, they'll change keys and do like a second half to the song. They'll go to F. But in bluegrass circles, typically when I hear it, when I play it, they just hang in the key of C and trade solos around. That's what I've done. There's only 3 chords to this song, okay? So the guitar player or whoever's backing you up, all they're going to need to know is a C chord, an F chord, and a G chord, okay? And the main thing about the mandolin version of this song, the solo I'm going to teach, is this melody is a slow melody. What I mean by that is the notes are long and held out for a long time. Dun 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 bum 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 bum. It's not like a blackberry blossom. Da 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 da. Okay, so what we're going to do to help present that melody to our listeners is we're going to just do a lot of duplicate picking. And what I mean by that is we're just going to hang on a note and just pick it several times in a row. Okay? And we need to concentrate on keeping that even and strong. I don't want to hear a swing necessarily, and definitely want to keep our volumes the same. So make sure that your upstrokes are the same volume as your downstrokes. Now, speaking of pick strokes, I have them written out beneath all the notes here in the tab. Okay, so on all the downbeats, it's a downstroke. On the upbeats, it's an upstroke. We have some hammer-ons, a couple pull-offs, a couple little tricks that we'll get into. But we start out here with just a little kickoff, just walking up to a C note in measure 1. They're just quarter notes. Sounds like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, now we're going to go into this melody in measure 2. But I'm going to show you a little trick that we're going to do to help keep it interesting. The melody does start on that C note. But oftentimes in this song what we're going to do is kind of come from beneath the melody note to the melody note. So the actual first note that we play in measure 2 is a 4th fret. That's a B note. And then we're going to immediately go to the 5th fret. So it sounds like this. And when you go up to speed, that just kind of gives it this cool little interesting sound instead of just straight into it. And we're going to do that quite a bit throughout this song, but measure 2 is really simple. It all hangs down there on the G string. So measures 1 and 2. Going to measure 3. These are all really simple licks. It's just the trick is just getting them even, getting them up to speed. Measure 3. And in measure 4 we have our first little trick. It's a slide from the 5th fret to the 7th fret on the D string. We're going to use our ring finger to do that. So we're going to pick it once on the 5th fret, then slide to the 7th. And then we're going to pick that 7th fret there again once we get there. So measure 4 sounds like this. We're going to shift back down from measure 5. And at the end of measure 5 there, we're going to do that several times throughout the song. It may take you a little practice getting coordinated on being able to, we pick that 3rd fret, then an open string, and then a 4th fret and open string. Sometimes when you're going fast, it's tough to get that, but you'll get used to it. Good. So measures 1 through 5 all together. 1, 2, 3, 4. measure 6, we're going to do another little lead into the melody note like we did back at the start of the song. So the melody note's on this 5th fret, that's a G note, but we're going to start right below it on the 4th fret and play that note first, so measure 6 sounds like this. Oops. That's what it sounds like. And we're getting ready to wrap up kind of the first little phrase, measure 7, on into measure 8. Then we're just going to kind of start that little idea back over again, measure 9. So we've already learned measure 10, that's the same thing as measure 2. Same for measure 11. Same thing here. Actually, in measure 12, it starts out the same with this slide, but then it's a little different fingering from here on out. It goes 5, 7, 3, 5. It's kind of tricky. Good. Then we've seen this measure before, 13. Now we're going to have maybe just the trickiest thing in the song. There's not much tricky here, but measure 14 starts off the same as what we've already seen. But then on the last beat of that song, we have a triplet, 8th note triplets. So what we're going to do is we're going to pick it once with a downstroke on the 2nd fret, on the D string, and then hammer onto the 3rd, and then pull right back off to the 2nd. Can you do that? And they go a little bit faster than the rest of our 8th notes. So measure 14 sounds like this. 1 and 2 and 3 and triple it. That's what it'll sound like when it's up to speed. Good. And then we're going to wrap up this first the half of the song. And 15. And 16 we just kind of have a little C lick almost here. Good. Now let's take a look at measure 17 here, because we're going to start going up the neck.